Hello, my name is Brittany Penley, and I'm here to teach you how to properly use personal protective equipment. I work in a hospital where there are many diseases that could affect me as an employee. So wearing this personal protective equipment will allow me to avoid those diseases such as tuberculosis, which is a highly fatal and infectious disease that affects the lungs. So they have made personal protective equipment, for short we just call it PPE, to wear inside these rooms so the staff can be protected from the patients. And then when you leave the room, you can properly remove it and keep that infection inside the room and not spread it to the other patients. For personal protective equipment, PPE, as remembered, there is the gown, there's gloves, and a mask. There are also other types, but I'm not going to get into those because it's not quite as common. So the first thing we have is our gown. Here we unfold the gown and we see it folds like this, pretty big, so it covers most of your body. First thing you do is put it over your head. There's a hole right here. And then you put your arms through the armholes. And then there's a thumb hole right here to keep it secure. You can do it to the other side. Then when you do this, it's on. There are two strings in the side that you can tie around your body. If you didn't, then the gown would fly free, so all those infections would get on your clothes. So then when you remove your gown, you still have those infections on your clothes. So tying is complying, as they say. So for this, we don't have to get any body fluids or anything physical from the patient on us, like spores or any of those things. But still, now we have open hands, and this is the thing we use most common in the rooms is our hands to touch patients. So we have gloves, one for each hand obviously, and it's proper to use the tightest glove as possible so it doesn't get caught anywhere and using utensils or anything. And here, the gowns are designed so with a loophole, so when you put on your gloves, it doesn't tear back the gown. So everything is enclosed, so you're not exposed to anything. With gloves, they're to be worn in any kind of room. So with the gown, you only wear them in what we call a contact room. So anything that can get on you, that's why you wear the gowns. The gloves, before you touch a patient or their belongings, are to always be worn no matter what. But you always wear them with the gown anyway. The next thing we have is the mask. Here, this is called an over-the-ear mask because it has two loopholes that go around your ears. So I'll just put it on for now. It goes around your ear, and you pull it under and squeeze your nose, and then you're protected from any of the infectious diseases, just like an upper respiratory disease. So I'll just take that off for now. Those kind of masks, like I said, were for the upper respiratory, and if the patient were to be in the hallway, they can also wear this type of mask. And it's not very protective, but just for those types of diseases or infections, it'll protect them in general. There's also the N95 mask. I can show you that there. This is different because it's able to completely go around your mouth and your nose so nothing gets in. So the tuberculosis patients that I was talking about, that are the highly infectious diseases, this is the type of mask that you would use with them. Not only do we have to wear these masks, but their room is isolated and it's a negative air pressured room. So when you open the one door, you go into one room, and then when you open the next door, the air flows in, is like vacuumed in, and none of that the room air in there that is infected can get into the hallway. So with this mask, it's a little more difficult to put on, but you take both of them and you slide it over your head, put it on here, sorry about my hair, but you put one on the top and then the other one at the base of your head. There. So then it's tight here and it's tight here. And you squeeze here and then make sure you can't feel any air coming through here. Anyway, so those are good for the highly contagious rooms. So now taking off everything. I'm going to put back on the other mask because it's easier to wear. So put this on. To remove, all we have to do is cross the arms here at the shoulders, and there's perforated, so you just pull apart and slowly go down like this, and then pull it off of you from the back where it's perforated, and we're going to slowly roll it into a ball. Take this part here, kind of hulk out, that's what we say, but you have to do it a little slowly just so nothing gets spread around, you know. And then we roll it up. And then this side is clean. So we take the dirty side with our one hand and pull it out like this, so our hand's free. And then we place it inside of a trash can and then take that other hand out right there. So then that would go in the trash can and then everything's clean. And then lastly, we take off our mask, and we don't wear those in the hallway. But the patient will if it requires a mask. It's a little confusing, but when you start doing it over and over again, then it's easier to understand. And also, all the doors in the rooms have signs called the contact signs, and it says right on there what you need to do before entering the room and after leaving. So these are very important, and not only do you see these in the hospital, but outside in the world. A tuberculosis patient, like I've mentioned, has to live with this disease. So you will see those patients walking around in the mall or your local Starbucks wearing these masks. So now you know when you walk around that's why they're wearing them. Maybe not that certain disease, but something like it. So this would be a perfect demonstration for the time capsule, just in case they haven't come up with something better, obviously. So, all right, here's my card.